Good evening and welcome to Oxford Stadium for game 22 of Super League 99. Tonight's visitors are the Castleford Tigers, who are coming off a great performance at Cast last week, where they outplayed the Warriors to jump into 5th spot. Only for Gateshead to bump them out of 5th spot this afternoon. So Cast will be desperate to take something out of this game this evening. And that's a big ask here at Fortress Odsal. So everything's set for a Super League game. We'll just run through the teams quickly for you. It's been a warm afternoon. Temperature's just dropping nicely, but it's still going to be pretty warm down there on the field. Ideal conditions for rugby league. The ground, the track is firm, hard, plenty of grass on. As Bradford come out now, we'll go through the teams. Spruce at fullback, Vicona and Price on the wings, McAvoy and Naylor in the centres, Paul and Deacon. Half-backs, the front row are Anderson, Lowe's and Fielden. The back three are Dwyer, Forshaw and McNamara. Interchange players tonight for the Bulls are Withers, Peacock, McDermott and Jowett. The Cass have at full-back Flowers, on the wings Gay and Rogers. In the centres, Eager and Maloney. The half-backs are Orr and Davis, the front row. Sampson, Raper and Sykes. The back three, Harland, Fritz and Vowles. And coming off the bench for the Tigers will be Wells, Heppy, Paul Smith and Gail Tallock. And tonight's official for John Connolly as Paul Deacon gets us away. And this is going to be one tough encounter. Both teams fought themselves to a standstill at Weldon Road earlier on in the season when I think it was a 14-all draw. And that was about a fair result on that night, or on that afternoon I should say. So apart from Leeds and St Helens, Cass are the only team in Super League to take a point off the Bulls so far. It's the third tackle, it's Vowles. Sampson comes up with the ball. Sorry, it's Sykes. Ball goes back to Orr. He takes a big shoulder as he puts the kick in, and that's beautiful. A good kick, right in the corner. I don't think it's a 40-20. No. So that will be a Bull scrum on their 10 and 20. Chance of spinning it on. Smash it, yeah. Dwyer comes away with it, makes good progress. Got away from Vowles, first contact. Here goes McAvoy, looking to pick some yards up. Lowe's into Anderson. Anderson powers away, gets the ball to Henry Paul. Ball goes to ground. Oh, Vicona should have consolidated that position. Well, the Bulls are playing danger football in front of their own try line. They've only been playing 2 minutes. McNamara. Well, it's strange how things seems to spread like a virus. One pass went to ground, then 3 or 4, you would have to say, erratic passes. Laws toes it through, trying to play soccer. Doesn't get a second stab at it. Fritz is happy to fall on the ball. Vowles takes one in. This is Harland. Good contrast between the teams, just hanging on too long then. Bernard Dwyer wouldn't let go. And picked a penalty up. Done the work. The player was down. He was flat on his belly. Just simply get up and let him get up. Raper to Davis. He feeds Sykes. Oh, it's a bad spill. Fritz can't hold that, McNamara can. So the first mistake of the game is marked down to Cass as McNamara gets involved with the player on the ground. Laws to McAvoy. He's tackled by Maloney. Fielding checks, comes forward, pushes that line back and makes good yards. Turns the defence, bit of space now for the Bulls. Laws brings Anderson running. Oh, good tackle underneath, and it had to be from Raper. Laws again to the short side, into McAvoy. McAvoy offloads. Forshaw, chances. Forshaw can't get one in. Last tackle. Ball goes to McNamara, throws it out, it's going to hand. Henry Paul throws one inside, and there's chances now for Rogers. Well, the Bulls, well, he's lucky there, he's by corner, not to pick a penalty up. The Bulls went to hand on the 5th, but it broke down. Oh, good tackle from by corner then. Took Eager out, stopped him dead. Sampson hits the ball up. Sykes. Raper. Offloads. Doesn't go anywhere in particular, but Eager comes back, regathers. Sampson again, just settling the game down, giving Raper and Davis chance to set things up behind him. Here's Raper's short side, brings Vowles in, good cover from Henry Paul. Spotted the play. Davis feeds or out to Maloney, good tackle from McAvoy then, looking good, Cass. Best position so far. This is Flowers, good football from Flowers, and the Bulls caught short then. Flowers come running to the short side, nobody came.
Try for the Tigers, and the two, Richard Gay.
And it looked as though the Bulls had gone to the seaside when Flowers released the ball. Gale had no opposition whatsoever. So that's a good start for the Tigers. Four 0, 8 minutes gone. Danny Orr to add the sweetness. Steadies himself, strikes the ball, pushed it. Well, it's good enough. Looked as though it was going to drift past the left-hand post, but it straightened up, so that sweetens the pot from 4 to 6. And that's been a feature of the Bulls play this season, is scoring early in the piece. Well, Cass have turned the tables as Fritz brings the ball out. Flowers. Haaland. Dean Sanson, not always running with the pace he showed early on. Sometimes to a prop's advantage. It could be why he's getting so many good offloads off this season, as Leon Price recovers that kick, and a good chase from Davis brings him down. Spruce, and again the Bulls playing frivolous football in front of their own posts, and pick a penalty up, not releasing the man. 10 minutes into the game as Henry Paul finds touch just a few metres short of the halfway line, and the spread is on straight away. Deacon out to Paul, to Naylor. Naylor gets outside Eager almost. Eager hangs on. Spruce injects some pace into the heart of the attack. Now Laws will bring him running. Here comes Dwyer. Dwyer makes good yards. Takes the defence back across the field. Laws again. This time into Forshaw. And again it's Eager that has to make the tackle. 3 on this set so far. Henry Paul out to McAvoy. Good spotting from Maloney. Good spread from the Bulls. High kick. Chances now. Spruce has got the ball, and that will be the last tackle. Well, that was close enough. It looked as though the ball may have gone down and come free, but Cass tightened it up. Eager brings the ball out. Sykes. Well, Cass playing straightforward football out of their own red zone. Not messing about at all, and they're making good yards. Had a good roll on, they brought the ball up almost to the halfway line. As Raper throws one out, it goes straight to Gay. Gay puts it to toe, and the chances here, he's got support. This is Danny Orr, and that's another good try. Raper threw a pass out, looked like the kick was on, was just inside his halfway, it was under pressure. It cleared the Bulls' defence.
Number 6, Danny Orr.
Gay put his toe to the ball, regathered, and he 3 men in support. And it was Danny Orr who took the pass and went over, and it looks like almost the same position. He took his last kick in. So the Bulls 12 points down, and that's not a position they've been often in this season. In fact, only late on at Leeds, the St Helens match of course, and late on at Leeds when the Bulls have been that far away.
Mr. John Downs. John Downs, can you please report to the touchline? Thank you.
From the score, and the Bulls supporters getting behind the Bulls. Well, they need every bit of encouragement they can get. And coming up to 15 minutes, Danny Orr with this kick to put Cass to 12. Strikes it, looks good. 12-0, 15 minutes into the game. Look at those Cass fans. Absolutely delighted, and why shouldn't there be? Two very good tries from Castleford. The Bulls kick off. Davis feeds the ball out to Fritz again. Fritz, doesn't get to the quarter line. That's a good chase from the Bulls. Up comes Flowers. He pushes over the quarter line for the second tackle. Ireland. No gain on that play. This is Sampson going to that short side, looking to offload on that left-hand slot. Raper out to Vowles. He's slammed to ground by Forshaw and Anderson. Raper this time puts a kick in. It comes off Anderson. Puts a kick in again. Goes out on the full. That will be the Bulls. Play the ball, restart. Well, you would think so. And he's called a scrum. Mr. Connolly called a scrum. Well, it was on the 5th tackle. I don't know. That shouldn't have been an handover, but nevertheless, the Bulls with the ball. Stuart Spruce comes up. Good tackle underneath from Sykes. Laws into Fielden. Fielden drifting across, falls to a good tackle from Fritz. Dwyer. Spruce getting involved early on, offloads. Fielden picks up and goes forward, makes it just over the quarter line. Deacon slots one through. Chase on, it's Henry Paul. Oh, he took a knock then when he took Rogers out, but he's okay. Good work from Deacon and Paul. Really put the sweats on Rogers. Rogers handled it well enough, but he had to do any sort of a mishandle then. That would have been 4 points to the Bulls. Under the cosh, Cass. Davis with the dropout. By corner. Well, the Bulls need something. They need some inspiration. Deacon. Fielden. But no need to panic yet. There's still plenty of time. Only 18 minutes gone. As Laws feeds McNamara. He brings Forshaw into play. Forshaw offloads. This is Anderson. Oh, nice work from Henry Paul. Laws to Anderson. Anderson powering his way through. Lost a boot, but he's kept the ball. And he's made the yards. Laws drifts off again. Deacon out to McNamara. Spreads one to McAvoy. Yes! Good football. Sheer pressure from the Bulls then. Anderson had a big say in that play. He made the yards. Gave the ball handlers and the football directors some yardage to play in. And McNamara put a superb pass out. Similar to the pass that the Raper had. The flat pass across the defence. And it found McAvoy coming back on the angle. Castleford, no answer to it. So McNamara. With a kick that shouldn't be too difficult for him, the form he's been in recently. Been in great kicking form. He settles himself. Looks good enough, and it is. (12-6). 19 minutes into the game.
And a try converting for the Bulls, number 13, Steve McNamara.
So we promised a super game, and we've certainly got one. Quarter of the way into the game, and it's gone by in a flash. 20 minutes gone, it seems more like 2 minutes. It's been incident-packed, it's been non-stop. Not many scrums, very few penalties. And here goes Anderson. Oh, Haaland did well then. Anderson almost away in full stride, almost got into third gear then. Dwyer brings the ball out to the quarter. To the 40, I should say. And here goes Fielding. Fielding again. This time it's Raper that has to fall. Brings him down. That's good scrambling defence though from the Tigers. Frontline defence got question marks against it. There goes Laws. Brings it into Spruce. Spruce did well then. That pass low from Laws. Spruce did well to pick it up from below his knees. Henry Paul goes high. Chesting. Flowers excellently catches the ball. That's excellence personified, the way Flowers did that then. Never took his eye off the ball, put his body on the line. Raper. Vowles. Well, this game's being played at a tremendous pace. A lot of effort going in from both teams, which is more than you would expect. As Davis goes deep with the kick and it will roll over the line. Well, Price got to make his mind up. Well, the tackle's complete, you can't drag him back, that's got to be a penalty. The tackle was completed and you can't drag him back over the line. And Mr. Connolly going to the linesman, and it's really his call, Mr. Connolly's call, not the linesman. He's probably just asking for his opinion. But Liam Price then looked as though he was on a day out at Blackpool Beach. For all the world looking around at what was going on around him. And then he has to make the decision. Oh, Dwyer's lost the ball. And the Bradford players complained that it was ripped out. Connolly not having any of it. So the Bulls turn the ball over on their own quarter line. Danny Orr testing Henry Paul. Henry Paul slings him to the ground. Maloney, good tackle underneath from Forshaw. Raper now to Sykes. Sykes does well. Stays on his feet, stays upright, but doesn't get a pass in. Raper to Vowles. Vowles with that late pass to Eager. Good defence from Naylor. This is a terrific game of Super League. There's nothing better. Oh, spreads one. Sorry, it's Davis. Again, Maloney. Out again. That's another good try from Castleford. Davis spreading that ball beautifully. Maloney standing wide, and the Bulls' defence just not sliding as they should do. Not quite organised and getting caught out on this right-hand side. Well, Castleford playing out of the skins. They were superb last week at Weldon Lane. They really took the game to Wigan and outplayed Wigan in every aspect. So the Bulls, if they're going to maintain, and brings that one in again. Good, well judged kick. 18-6. The Tigers lead, and if the Bulls are going to maintain their 100% record here at Oddslow Stadium, they're going to have to get a grip on this game. Deacon goes short this time. Gay throws one in field to Fritz. And Fritz makes good yards with 3 Bulls in close attendance. This is Flowers with that hit and spin. He's so familiar to him now. That was Ireland on the left-hand side for Cass. Oh, Sampson spills it. Laws picks up and puts a step on. Turnover from Cass again. Deep in their own territory. This is Deacon to McAvoy. McAvoy just tries to cut inside Maloney. Maloney wise to that. Chances now. Forshaw. Oh dear me. McNamara can't pick that one up from Laws, and there's a chance here. This is Vowles. And the Bulls have to keep this game tight. This is Eager. So a few errors creeping into the game. Raper, yeah. Too many interfering at the play of the ball here. And he's saying 3 men in the ruck area, and there should only be 2. And the Bulls, you're reluctant to say it, but seem to be carrying on from last week when they were putting the ball down from unforced errors uncharacteristically, something they haven't done all season. Let's just hope as Davis brings again. It's a lovely pass from Davis. Ireland does well. Secondary effort. Here's Davis going for the line. Good tackle. Anderson did well. Went downstairs. Oh, that's got to be a penalty or a knock-on or a scrum down. Well, it's a penalty. I think it's unfortunate then, Davis. I don't think he meant to do that. You just have a misgiving that the Bulls haven't. That's there again. We see that ball being thrown away by Anderson. Something the Bulls weren't doing all season. They started doing last week at Halifax. They got away with it, but they won't get away with it against Cass. As Price gets a good ball away. And it's Deacon. Dwyer. Henry Paul gets outside his man, feeds Naylor. Naylor comes in with that surging run. And that Vicona picks up, offloads. Deacon spreads one to McNamara. McNamara to Fielden. Good tackle underneath from Brad Davis. That's offside. Players weren't stood square then. It's quite right, it's Mr. Connolly. Neither Davis nor Sampson had gone square. Well, it was given offside, I think. I thought they'd ruled not standing square. Henry Paul takes over, says we'll just create a little bit of space. Put the ball on the 15, probably. No, on the 10. So Fielden comes with his first touch. Gets through the first tackle, which was Fritz. Falls to Sampson's tackle. Deacon inside to Anderson. Lowe's with that late switch to Forshaw, to Dwyer I should say. Now spreads it to McNamara. McNamara cuts. McNamara, good effort. Top effort from McNamara. Shifted that first contact. Chances now. Henry Paul inside to Spruce. Spruce will make it to the line. Good football from the Bulls. They powered away to the posts. Sent three people powering in. Created the space. And Henry Paul just dropped McNamara off the line. Just dropped Spruce off the line. Spruce found the gap and had the power to go through. Mr. Connolly going to the video referee. Well, from where I am, I couldn't see anything wrong, but perhaps he's looking for maybe an obstruction somewhere. But that was an excellent football from the Bulls, and it is a try. Seven minutes to half time, and that's a good time for the Bulls to score. What they need now is this kick from McNamara to push him to 12. A good deep kick, some good defence, and get the ball back before half time and put some pressure on Castleford. It's been even Stevens in this game as far as possession and position's concerned. Neither team has really dominated. But if you want to dominate, now's the best time as we run up to half time and McNamara adds the 2. 7 minutes to go. (18-12) Castleford lead, and Castleford, as you can see, in no great hurry to restart the game. Well, Mr. Connolly ought to be stopping the clock, and I think I've said so for a long time, you should have a limited period for this kind of thing. You should have 10-15 seconds after the kick's taken. After 15 seconds you should stop the clock. You should not be able to have, as long as you choose, to restart games. Here goes Anderson, powering the ball out, and he pushes it out. After first contact, he nicks another 7 or 8 metres. Good running, makes it out to the 20, by corner. Not found much space today. Lowe's to Fielding. Again Vicone, second one in this set. Forshaw. Ball goes back to Deacon. Deacon puts it deep, and it goes to Gay. Good chase from the Bulls. 8 or 9 players up in that line then. No gaps at all for Gay to sort out. So this is Eager trying to get outside his man. Good tackle from Henry Paul. And that's Smith. The feature of this first half is that neither coach has used many substitutes, and this is Fritz. He's got away, he's got Spruce to beat, he's got a man in support, it's Davis. Davis steps, oh, that's a nice challenge. Offloads to Fritz, Fritz offloads again, loses the ball. Henry Paul picks it up, and I think we might come back for the penalty. Oh, but Henry Paul, oh, good work Henry Paul. Superb effort from Henry Paul then. Came back, helped in defence, picked the ball up, kept going with secondary efforts and picked the yards up and got away from his own line. Here's Dwyer. Well, this game boiling up as we come up to half-time. 4 minutes to go to the whistle for half-time as Naylor brings the ball out. Out to the 40. Spruce has found a gap. Oh, good defence from Raper. Good scrambling. Laws. Toes one through again. That's obstruction. That was clear obstruction on Laws. Oh, dear me. And that's for talking. Well, Mr. Connolly, I have to say, is wrong. That was clear obstruction on Laws. No question about it. The player came way off his line and took him out. And somebody said something. Well, that's unprofessional, of course. So this is danger time for the Bulls. 3 minutes to go. Cass start the set on the Bulls 40. This is Smith. I was just saying earlier, the feature of this half is neither coaches use many subs. There's only Smith on. This is Danny Orr stepping and going, oh dear me, that could be danger time for Spruce. Well, he's got away with it. He lifted a leg up against Danny Orr then. Eager comes crashing onto the ball. Good defence from young Deacon. Well done, Paul Deacon. That's a knock-on. Oh, that had to be a knock-on. Everybody stopped. Oh, and again, this defence on this side's been caught out with that wide floating pass. And the Bulls will have to sort the defies drop play back. Oh, obviously, I think he's saying his whistle's not working. Well, that had to be a knock-on. Both sets of players stopped. You don't see the attacking team stop unless it's an obvious knock-on. Mr. Conley consulted his linesman. Didn't get a call from his linesman. But must have had a second look at him. And it's called the knock-on.
Substitution for the Bulls, number 22, Brian McDermott, replacing number 10, Paul Anderson.
Well, McDermott on with just 2 minutes to half-time. Replaces Anderson. This is Naylor. Naylor did well. Rode Vowles and Eager's tackle. McAvoy lost the ball. Good defence. Solid defence. Here's Maloney. Two minutes to half-time. Chances for Cass. Vowles spreads the ball. Davis offloads to Orr. And the whistle's gone. Forward pass rules Mr. Connolly. I didn't see the forward pass. And that's a let-off for the Bulls. Well, McAvoy lost the ball then, but you have to book that down to good defensive effort. Two players really put big shoulders on him. And here's Henry Paul trying to get McAvoy away. McDermott, first touch of the ball. Bulls need to consolidate here. Can't afford to turn the ball over now. McNamara. Laws, short side to Forshaw. Bulls happy to bring the ball out. There's Hooter Joe anytime. Deacon spreads the ball to Henry Paul. He offloads to Dwyer. Offloads to Henry Paul. And again, the Bulls playing flat football. And again, look at this. This is Withers is on. McDermott throws a pass he'll not be proud of. And that goes out on the full, and you have to say the Bulls lacking direction, lacking a pattern. The shape's gone altogether. Well, this is no good waiting for the ball in Super League. So Cass with what will probably be the last set of the game. As Smith hits the ball up. Vowles comes in. Is it? No, it's Epi. So both coaches putting players on. late in the first set. Drop goal. Davis. No goal. That's how late it is. Of course, the players can see the time clicking down. They have the facility of the Sky screen with the clock on. Laws to Fielding. Fielding makes good yards. Laws again to Forshaw. Forshaw comes at pace. Well, I can't see the Sky clock. And it looks as though our clock's out of sync as McNamara spreads the ball to Henry Paul. Henry Paul goes high. Laws and Flowers and Rogers, and Flowers again takes the ball. Safe as a block of Russian flats. Well, that was an interesting exchange. The linesman calling at Naylor then, saying get off him, and Naylor says shut up mithering me. And there goes the hooter, and that's been a torrid last 10 minutes. Both teams putting everything into it, and Cass will go in with a 6-point lead, 18 points to 12, and you'd have to say that's deserved. They've scored 3 superb tries. Been nothing else in the game really. Neither side dominating for any long period of play. Neither side setting camp up in the opposition's 20. Due mainly to the fact that both teams have had a fairly high error rate. So everything to play for in this second half. Another 40 minutes of Super League to look forward to. So join us. In a couple of minutes for the second half of the game. Welcome back for the second half. Cass Tigers leading by 18 points to 12. The Bulls have 40 minutes to secure the 100% record at Odsal as we get away, and straight away the Bulls allow the ball to go dead, and that's a cardinal sin for a professional rugby league team when you're 13 players on the park. You let the ball go dead and you're dropping out from under your own posts. Well, Deacon restarts the game, gets the ball almost 50 on the full, good drop kick. Flowers comes up, forced to a tackle from McDermott and Fielding. Fritz. Sykes testing that short side. Ball goes to Davis, out to Orr, floats one out to Vowles. Vowles inside to Eager. Nice set up from the the Tigers. Good defence from the Bulls. This time it's Smith, big lad Smith. Raper scoots away from acting half, puts the ball to toe. Price this time sees the ball safely over the dead ball line. McAvoy. McDermott. Nothing to come from this tight defence of the Tigers. Fielding does well. Vowles. Judos him to the ground. Here goes Forshaw. Well, the Bulls playing steady football for this first set. As Laws spreads the ball to Deacon, he finds McNamara. McNamara gets rid of one, offloads to Henry Paul, to Withers, sorry. Deacon toes one through, chances. Good clearing up from it was it was Henry Paul that put the ball to toe, and it was Flowers that killed the movement. Vowels. So the Bulls need to keep tight, need to have no penalties, make Castleford kick from deep, and apply some consistent pressure. As Eager takes one forward. Cass not made much progress at all on this set. This will be 40-20 kick. No, they're spreading again. Danny Orr spreads it to Maloney again, and this time Gay's tackled as McAvoy takes him out. So it looks as though Cass are going to be testing the Bulls' left-hand side all through this match. And why shouldn't it? It's produced good results for them. Henry Paul floats one out to Naylor. Naylor runs into Henry Paul but keeps going. Dwyer. Laws to McNamara. McNamara looking for support. Somebody not read the script then. Dwyer brings the ball to the posts. Laws, late pass to Deacon. Deacon toes it through, and again Flowers just picking them up like picking peas. Good positioning. And Flowers steady as a rock in those situations. Rogers. Well, this is good pressure from the Bulls. They need to keep Castleford here, keep the pressure on. That's been the feature of the Bulls this season. They've worn teams down with mistake-free football. Epi picks up, scoots away, puts the ball down, that goes out on the full, and that's all due to the pressure that the Bulls have put on. It's a restart, and the Bulls spread the ball straight away. Withers keeps going. Well, makes it over the halfway. Sorry, over the 40. This time Forshaw comes. He makes good yards. Cass still defending well. Deacon steps. Oh, almost. Produce the cut through. Laws. Not a good pass to McNamara. McNamara does well. And throws not a good pass either to Forshaw. Well, some of these passes that the Bulls are throwing out. An under 14 side wouldn't be proud of him. Laws puts one through. He'll have to play this. Well, Flowers, well, that was a better kick. Flowers had no options, and the pressure mounting on this Castleford side. This is the third set that Castleford have had to bring away from the line. This time they're dropping out. The last two times they've had to start the sets from in front of their own line. Davis drops out, goes to Fielden. Fielden winds up, makes good yards, falls to Raper's tackle. This time Naylor fancies a run, has a tilt. Davis bulldogging him down, and eventually he gets help from Danny Orr. Well, nothing on them for Withers. Put in a bad spot by James Laws. And the Bradford players complaining that Withers passed the ball before he went in touch, but you have to say that was poor option selection from James Laws. He took the ball to the short side and he gave Michael Withers absolutely no chance. He took the ball and three tacklers all at the same time. So Cass, a little bit of pressure release for them. But the Bulls still have to tackle. This is Valls, it's Epi, sorry. Fielding drags him down. And Tiger's beginning to find it difficult to create space against this Bradford defence. And Peacock's on the field. As Sykes goes down. Raper. Out to Fritz. Fritz tackled. Kicks. Goes straight to Leon Price. Well, quick play ball from Price then. It fooled Naylor. Naylor passes from the ground to McNamara. Spruce. Spruce does well. Spruce does well to push that ball forward. Well, that were ripped out. No question. And Maloney knew it as soon as he'd done it. I'm sorry, Yeager. Knew what he'd done as soon as he'd done it. He saw the linesman stood over him. Knew he'd given the penalty away. And Cass again. On the rack as McDermott. Pounds that ball forward. The ball's beginning to wind up, get the pressure going. Good tackling from Smith on Henry Paul, and then the penalty. Smith, play on. Laws has tapped it quickly and gone forward. Nearly caught out then, the Castleford team. Good thinking from Laws. Switch from Henry Paul to Deacon. Out to McNamara. Good tackle underneath from Danny Orr. Short sides. Man spare then. Withers had a man outside him. McNamara fiddles the ball. Goes over the try line. That will either be short of the line, says Mr. Connolly. McNamara will play the ball. Withers to McDermott. McDermott trundling forward, keeps going with that second effort. Draws 2 or 3 tacklers into him. Laws, oh yes, Laws with that quarterback charge. Goes through the shoulder first, keeps the ball clear, makes his way over the line, puts the ball down. That'll be a try for me. Well, Castleford knew exactly what was going on then, but how good is James Laws at that? Just picks a man out, shovels him out of the way, and that clears a path to the line. There must have been 7 Castleford players, all knew what was going to happen then, but they couldn't stop it. And Raper took a knock in that moment. Mr. Connolly comes back to watch the screen. And he's having a word with the Castleford players, telling them just calm down, wait for the decision from the video referee. I don't know, Mr. Connolly has asked the video referee to check. Perhaps a touch of shepherding. And it must be a difficult one from where we are, which is 2 bus rides away from the ground. We can't see the sky screen. No try. Well, I thought you had a feeling that it was taking that long for the video official to make his decision. The call could have gone anyway. So Cass have had a rest and come up with the ball. But the Bulls need to keep the tackling going, keep the defensive line there, keep solid. No penalties. Keep the pressure on. Raper throws one out to Gay. Gay comes in field. Good tackle from Withers and McAvoy. Well, Fritz can't keep his feet. Running out of tackles, and again Castleford having to kick under pressure. Raper did well then, didn't go far, get the ball far though. This is McAvoy makes good yards, makes it out to the 20. This is the best position for Castleford in this half, been playing almost 10 minutes, sorry, almost 15 minutes, as Henry Paul tries to develop the ball on this side of the field. Oh well, good effort from Cass, they deserve that. So, for the first time in this half, it's Bradford's turn to defend. Well, you have to wonder why players go into touch when they've got 50 metres to play in. Davis feeds Flowers. Vowles inside to Dean Sampson. Davis this time spreads the ball, and again the attacking that. Bulls left hand side. Pass didn't go to ground, but Tigers came up with it. Fritz dancing around. Raper toes one throw, and Mr. Connolly didn't see that and goes to the screen again. And you have to say that was good execution. I'm not sure who got to that ball first. There was two people there, but there was a Castleford man coming in. Very quick and very direct. Perfectly where to kick from Aaron Raper. And that's the first time that Castleford have had any sort of position and possession, and they've put a serious threat on the Bulls line. Well, with serious threat, we're waiting to see if in actual fact it's a 4-pointer. And the Castleford supporters singing, it's a try, it's a try, it's a try. But the video official can't hear them. And he's tucked away in a box like we are, and doesn't get the atmosphere. And it's a try. It's a good try for Castleford. Well, hats off to Cass. They forced the error. They shoved Henry Paul over the sideline, got the scrum. And that's the first bit of play that's gone Castleford's way in this half. 16 minutes into the half, and they go to 22, take a 10-point lead. 22-12. And so strikes the ball, looks good. No, 10 points. The Bulls have to make up. And if you were, and the Bulls go for the short one, get the ball. Spruce does the jumping and the tapping. Lowe's the catching. So the Bulls with Peacock makes good yards. McNamara to McDermott. Almost catch-up football time for the Bulls. 10 points behind. And the spread with Spruce. Strong effort. Lowe's to McDermott, back to Lowe's. Floats one out to Henry Paul. Henry Paul tries the step, but Danny Orr did well, picked him out. Lowe's toes one through this time again. And that will be a knock on and a Bulls scrum. Well, I didn't see a knock on. So the Bulls with a chance to set a good position up. "22 minutes left, 10 points behind. Ball goes to Henry Paul. Henry Paul with that drift across. Here he goes. Oh, Henry Paul set that up wonderfully. That's not the first time he's done that. That's a carbon copy of one that he tries to score about 4 games ago. I can't remember who it was against, but he just goes drifting round his opposite number, showing the ball to the outside. And Castleford looked absolutely shell-shocked. Yeah. Well, for the life of me, I can't bring to mind who it was that Henry Paul scored against. In exactly the same fashion. They had people coming off deep, running as decoy runners, and he just showed them the ball a couple of times. That just gives him the edge to get on the outside of his man, and then it's bye-bye. So McNamara strikes the ball, and it's good enough. Oh, what a game of Super League this is. 22-18, Castleford lead. 20 minutes to go. What do the Bulls do? They keep playing open football. Do they go for the power plays now? Well, it's been a tough half for Castleford, apart from about 3 minutes in the Bulls half. When they pick the try up, they've been under pressure, and that will tell if the Bulls can keep applying that pressure. I don't care who you are, you can't take it for 40 minutes. Certainly not in the second half. Here goes Peacock to McDermott. McDermott meets some good defence from Eager and Vowles. Now Naylor comes in, powering the ball forward. Spread on this time. Deacon spreads the ball to McNamara. He finds Spruce looking to offload, but sticks. McNamara goes for the tilt on his own. Lowe's with a speculator, kicks it straight to Rogers. Rogers did well to get it on the second catch. Well, neither team's kicking game, you would say, in this second half has been exemplary. Both teams kicking off the fly. As Ireland comes in, back on the field, offloads. Good work from Price. Good pursuit. Got in front of Ireland, then chased the pass. Spread on for Cass. This time, the kick goes in. Goes to the corner. And Gay does well, but knocks on. Ball is with Spruce. That was a good setup, good chase from the Tigers. And he showed some toe then to Gay. So Castleford making me eat my words. I'm just saying that the kicking game from both teams not being particularly good, and Cass come up with a great kick and a great chase. And of course, that's not counting the kick that Aaron Raper put in, that short kick over the line. Well, Gay back up, back on side. As Deacon feeds Spruce. 20-18. The Tigers' lead is Naylor. Eager, trying to work him out to the sideline. Price. Made a pig's ear of that, and again the Bulls come up with unforced errors. You don't need that. So this is all breathing space for Castleford after being under the cosh for the first 15 minutes. Nothing like a little bit of ball to refresh you. Gives you a chance to have a breather. You can't have a breather when you're defending, but when you've got the ball, you can just drag it in for 10 or 15 seconds. Oxygen, that is. Valves feeds Davis. Davis brings Sampson inside. Spread on. Oh, can't hold it this time, can't Ireland. Well, that has to be a scrum. Yes, no advantage from the knock on there. That will be a 10 and 20 scrum for the Bulls. But the Castleford, all credit to them, are using the ball with precision when they get up into the Bradford's red zone and asking the questions of this Bradford defence. Price will come for this ball. Price, good step, makes good yards. Ball goes to Withers. Well, Maloney and Eager have been superb in defence for Cass as Henry Paul brings McDermott in, and McDermott slips a pass to Withers. Neither McAvoy nor Withers nor Naylor have really got away from their opposite numbers so far. Here goes McNamara, goes high, chase on from Henry Paul, Flowers underneath, and again under severe pressure, never blinked, never moved, steady as a rock. And the Bulls need to get this defence going again, get this front line defence organised and stop any front progress. Make the Tigers do it tough. Well, Val's good ball back into Ireland, good setup. Rogers did well to drag that in. Tackled by Naylor. 15 minutes to no side. Anybody's game. Cass with a 4-point lead. Davis again kicks off the fly. Goes deep. It's a good kick, but that's too strong as McAvoy, watch it, rolls over the dead ball line. But it's a good position for Cass as McDermott comes up with the ball. Oh, almost through. Lows. Well, that's not a good pass. Henry Paul did well to tidy that position up and drop the ball, then lucky to get away with that as Peacock. And a penalty now for the Bulls, offside. Forshaw fancies another tilt. Spruce loses the ball. That's two in succession for the Bulls. They brought the ball to the halfway, then turned it over. So Cass happy to play one-out football. There's a 4-point lead. They've been under pressure. The tanks will be running on empty now, I should think, as Sampson gets a good ball away. This is eager. Dragged down by Naylor. Epi feeds Davis. Again, Davis chips and chases. Spruce does well. Good chase from Davis. Quick play ball from Spruce. McAvoy with a chance to run. This is blood and snot stuff all the way, is this? It's non-stop. The Bulls know they've got to play, and Withers gets away. Withers goes into second gear. Oh, good defence from Vowles. They've scrambled well today of Cass. McNamara feeds Henry Paul. Henry Paul inside to Naylor. Naylor can't get a pass away. Price with a chance to run. The space, chips over. This time Vowles has got to play it. Good chase from Price. That's second Price. Tackle the man over the try line. Good work from Price then. Withers did well to get away on the quarter line. 10 minutes. 4 points lead for Cass. Looking tired, Cass. And again, just not starting play for me.
Substitution for the Bulls, number 10, Paul Anderson.
You should have a regular time. You should have a basic time with which you should start the game, and if not, the game should be stopped. Here goes Anderson back on the field. Well, he's going to take a lot of stopping, is Anderson, if he's fit. This is Fielden. Offloads to Laws. To Anderson again, to McDermott. 3 props together there. And the other front row man, Laws, in with the movement. Henry Paul to Fielden. Fielden, Peacock, gets over the line. And that'll be a try, another double movement. The ball wasn't down. For me, that's a try. He did well, did Peacock. He kept the ball off the deck. And that's great pressure from the Bulls. Well, we're waiting for the call. It will either be a penalty or a try, which will bring the Bulls on to 22. And we'll be drawing for the first time in the game. We've been behind all the game. Giant. And the way the players are moving, looks as though the players don't think it's a try. I can't see the screen, as I've said before, but from the angle that we were looking at, it looked like a perfectly good try to me from Peacock. He kept the ball off the ground and promoted the ball. Tackle wasn't complete if the ball's not on the ground. But the way the players are setting up, looks like both sets believe it's not a try. Well, there can only be 2 decisions for me. That's a penalty for double movement or a try. Well, it's a scrum down. Does that mean Peacock lost the ball? Well, it's a Bulls. It must be not grounded properly. It's a Bulls scrum. Here goes Anderson. Anderson powers it in and again lost his boot. Well, somebody give him a boot lace. Henry Paul spreads it to Deacon. Deacon comes inside to Fielden. Fielden pushes the ball forward. Turns that defence. Lowe's goes for the line. Lowe's, ooh, just short. This time Henry Paul acting back to McNamara. McNamara goes back to the same area. That's a penalty. That ball was dragged out, no question.
Substitution for the Castle Tigers, number 19, Paul Smith.
Laws turns it to Henry Paul. Henry Paul spreads it to Deacon. Deacon just caught in 2 minds then. Didn't make the decision. McNamara to Anderson. Oh, Anderson's between his legs to McDermott. McDermott powers forward. Good tackle from Epi. Lowe's this time goes for the charge. That time it's a try. Oh dear, everybody knew. And again, Lowe's with that quarterback sneak powers his way through, picks a man out, shifts him with his shoulders. That creates the space, and Lowe's emphatically that time showed the ball to the referee. It was clear and plonked it down on the ground, and that's 4 points with the kick to come. 22-22, and Cass looked shattered. Not to take nothing away from Castleford at all, but the Bulls have dominated in this second half. As we said, nobody really dominated in the first half. .22 apiece. Pressure kick for McNamara. 3 for 3 so far. .24 points to 22, and the clock ticking down. There's 5 minutes of the game remaining. .24-22, and now Cass cannot play one-man rugby, one man up. Castle will have to go for the game, and believe me, I think they will. They will not give this game up. What will they go for the short kick? No, goes for the long kick. Davis puts the ball deep into the corner. Spruce catches. Not going to pass this time. All the Bulls do. Will they play one out? Well, Price. Good tackling from Fritz on Anderson. Not many stop Anderson. First contact. McDermott. Lowe's to Fielding. These big three props have taken it out of this Cass defence. Deacon on to McNamara. I'm sorry, Peacock. Ball goes to McNamara. McNamara puts it into the corner. Rogers spreads the ball to Flowers. Right, Cass now with clock ticking down, 2 points behind. What will Cass do? They've got to spread the ball. Sampson looking to offload. He's lost it. That's the pressure that the clock puts on. Sampson was looking to offload then. Lost the ball in the process. Here goes Fielding. And that's a trip from from Maloney. I don't think it was intentional in any way. Maloney was just going for the leg and arm. I'm sorry, it's Eager. Was going... not Eager, it's me, he's getting confused. It was Fritz. Putting him on report is Mr. Connolly. I think that was just one of those awkward incidents where the player went in and found himself in an awkward position as he addressed the tackle.
The official attendance figure for this evening's game, and the official attendance figure is 13,820.
Well, just short of 14,000 here tonight to watch this great game of rugby league. There's been nothing better. We're into the last 2 minutes of the game, and for me it doesn't seem as though the game's lasted 5 minutes. This second half has gone in no time at all. It's been non-stop. Both teams have put everything into the game. So Jowett on for the last few minutes as McDermott trundles the ball forward. Lows again, in for Anderson. Anderson powers his way to the line. Defending desperately now, Castleford. Another score would definitely kill the game. Jowett goes. He's tackled just short of the line. Lows spreads this time to McNamara. McNamara dummies inside. Cass doing well on the line defence. Lows toes it through. Oh, just too strong. Gay happy to see that go over the dead ball line. But this gives Cass a chance to organise on the 20. Vowles trying to develop play. Being well marshalled today by the Bulls. Not got many of his passes out. It's been Davis and all that have been putting the passes in that have done the damage. As we're coming up to the last minute of the game, Smith is wrestled to the ground by McDermott. The Bulls need to defend. Ball goes to Orr, to Davis. Sorry, Davis to Orr. This is a chance. Cass breaking away, it's Davis. Those two half-backs again having a big influence. And Cass milking it for the penalty. A penalty would share a point. This is eager. It's through. Kicks it ball. Is it too strong? It is. That'll be the game. That will be a Bulls 20 tap restart, and all they need to do is see the set out. To the hooter. And again, Bulls in no great rush to start the game as McNamara brings it forward, puts his hand up and says, I'll take one. Wants another man here. It's Naylor. Naylor comes up, carries the ball forward. And the Bulls, not the best performance tonight, but the one with the most character. Fielden. Lows, this time to McNamara. McNamara dummies. One tap it with the pass, so held on. Quite right too. The ball will go to Henry Paul, to Deacon. Deacon puts the ball to the sideline and buys the clock up, eats the clock up. And the clock running down. And Castleford look absolutely shattered. The 2 points behind and then no real rush to form this scrum.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again the official attendance for this evening is 13,800.
So the Bulls will go to Welford Road on Wednesday.
And now I'm proud to announce
play the London Broncos, still with a good lead at the top of the championship table. As Maloney comes away, Withers does well. Gay. Well, Cass have got to spread the ball. And again, it's that spread. To Smith. Tallick doing well, spinning from tackles. Chances here. Maloney's on the outside. Chances for Cass. Great stuff from Cass. Good defence from James Laws. Look at that chase from James Laws. This is Wells. Well, Cass, in the dying seconds, in extra time, of putting the pressure on. As they're going for the drop, what's he doing? It's a pass to Gay. Gay lets the ball go down. It's knocked back. That's a knock on. Well, I can't see the clock. For me, we're into 2 minutes extra time. And that's last tackle. Will be a Bulls play the ball as Fielden goes to the sideline for a well-earned rest. He's had some heavy shots in this game as Stuart Fielden played his part in this second half, though, in the way the Bulls have ground Castleford down. But having said that, Cass had the character to come away in that last set and put some good football together as Dwyer Loses the ball to Epi. Epi says, well, he give it to me. Yes, Bradford. You can't accept it. This is game 22 of Super League, just 8 games remaining. And Bulls maintaining their position at the top. Cass will drop out of the 5 if this result stands. Jowett, short side, and Cass still defending well. McDermott. Spruce. Wasn't going to go in touch that time. Laws happy to put the ball in. Had a look at the clock. And from the way the players are acting, it's a countdown. And the time will run out before this scrum is formed. Neither team attempting to form the scrum, just walking up and shaking hands. And that's a great result, a terrific result for the Bulls. Not the best performance of the season by a long chalk, but certainly the one with the most character. They've showed the determination, showed the will to win, going down by 12 points early on, coming back and getting back into the game. But again, Cass taking the game away for half-time with a 6-point lead, and then picking a try up halfway through the second half to go into a 10-point lead. The Bulls ground away, and picked the tries up that counted, kicked the goals, and came away with a score of 24-22 to consolidate their position at the top of the championship table. So they will go to Welford Road on Wednesday, full of confidence and full of the vigour that and esprit de corps that this win will give them. You can see there the players all shaking hands and realise it's a good victory. So from myself, Mick McGowan and Mike and Video, join us on Wednesday evening at Welford Road when the Bulls take on the London Broncos.